And so what they're not telling you is that this guy is somehow has an affiliation or an alliance or an affection for the Nazis in Ukraine that we're currently funding.
I want to say thank you to each and every one of my Patreons that help support the channel. I want to say if you want to help support the channel, get this content to more people, hit that Patreon link, or go ahead and subscribe to me on Twitch. Thank you for watching the show and supporting, and here we go. God, I had to remember when I actually do this video to put that clip with Sam Cedar, insert at the beginning of the clip, if I have time or the patience and remember the shit. Oh shit! Oh, I'm 4 away. Yeah. All right. So, if those of you who are been frequent guests of my channel, who've been frequent watchers of my channel, you'll know specifically that I specifically started off doing a lot of political commentary with this specific dumb fuck, Jimmy Dore. Now, Jimmy Dore, Mr. Jimmy Dore, who claims to be the most fucking aggressive progressive and always talks about Republicans like they're just the answer to the shit because reasons and you know how Jimmy always admits to being wrong because reasons, because we know Jimmy is never wrong. And like, you know how he's a fucking sex pest. Oh, no. But Jimmy has some new insights about the Buffalo shooter. Let's hear him out.
You've heard about the Buffalo shooter, right? So, guy went in, shot.
Now, let's speed his ass up too because he's a jag-off comedian. But let's go. Hear how he blames Ukraine Nazis instead of Tucker Carlson. Okay, let's go.
I think it was it 8 black people and 2 white people? Was that the racial breakdown?
I don't know.
Can you look it up what the racial breakdown was for me? And so there's lots of people screaming a lot of things. People want Tucker Carlson's head for that.
You're telling me Tucker Carlson, who talks about how the Democrats are going to bring people in and change the demographic and literally has clips of him saying replacement? No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. Okay, yeah. Holcomb slams social media platforms over Buffalo shooters live stream. Because we know this motherfucker didn't do it because he didn't want notoriety. No, the motherfucker live streamed it to Twitch. But let's go.
That we're going to get to that, but of course, the biggest tool. She's the governor of New York. Now, she's the one who fired 72,000 healthcare workers because they wouldn't take an experimental vaccine
that had been tested, Jimmy. It was tested. It was literally tested. It was proven. They had tests. But you know, Jimmy. Okay, let's go.
In the middle of a deadly pandemic where they said our hospitals were overrun, and then she fired 72,000 people, and I never heard another thing about a hospital being overrun in that state. How could that be? How could both those things be? How could there's hospitals be overrun and then you get rid of 72,000 employees and they're not overrun anymore? So this is propaganda, and she's working directly for the corporations who are screwing you. She's not working for you. She's working directly for the corporation.
Jimmy, you dumb fuck. you admitted sexual harasser. And yeah, he admitted the shit. The admitted sexual harasser, because I'm not letting that shit go. Literally, is saying, it's like he literally has gotten money from the Russian fucking government. He's got an award and an award that has a cash prize from the Syrian government. But no, it's Ukraine Nazis because reasons.
Who are screwing you, and that's why she did that. That's why she fired 72,000 healthcare workers, and right now she's using this shooter thing to give more power to the oligarchs that she works directly for. So what she wanted to do,
he got an award from the Russian government. He pals around with the gray zone and fucking Max Blumenthal and all this other good shit, but he wants to accuse people of working for oligarchs. Oh my God, he literally goes on Tucker Carlson. But yeah, oligarchs, right? Oligarchs.
she wants to use this horrific shooting to use more to crack down more on free speech and have more censorship. That's exactly what she wants to do. I don't know what.
11 were African Americans and 2 were white.
Oh, so it was 11 African Americans and 2 were white. So 11 African Americans they shot and 2 white people. And Kathy Hochul says, I'm calling on the CEOs of all the social media platforms to examine their policies and to be able to look me in the eye and tell me that everything is being done that they can to make sure that this information is not spread.
Now, to be fair, when Twitch saw what was going on, as soon as they got a mod to do it, they shut that shit down. So I will be fair on Twitch. Like Twitch moderation in some cases are a little bit too fucked up. But like, yeah, no, like, but it was literally, if it was on the internet for a second, it's on the internet again. And some white racist bitches are probably jacking off to the picture. But let's go.
Look into my mascara caked eyes and tell me.
It's just looking like somehow she's the arbiter of truth, integrity, and morality. She's a lying, willing tool of the oligarchs who are oppressing you.
He probably want to say bitch. He probably want to say it. Like, let's be honest with you. We don't think Jimmy has a big high respect for women. I don't, because he's an admitted sexual harasser. He admitted the shit. And yes, I'm gonna keep saying that. But let's go.
And now she wants to take away your rights, your freedom of speech. She wants to use a tragedy to take away your free speech, and she wants to do it under the guise of she's a good person.
Jimmy. Donald Trump wanted to literally shoot protesters. But you carry water for this fucker. And yeah, he literally said Donald Trump was the best candidate because he was anti-war, which I don't get the shit out of that one. Even though he came in dropping the mother of all bombs, he literally killed an Iraqi general because he wanted to prove that he, like, yeah, no, but yeah. Okay, let's go.
She's a horrible person, and I'm going to guarantee you she's a criminal if you looked into it. She's a criminal. I'll guarantee it.
Jimmy, that's slander, dog. That's slander. That is literally slander, dog. That's slander. See, for me, I can actually say you're an admitted sexual harasser because you have the video where you admitted it. But you have no evidence for this. That's slander.
If you looked into it.
I like how they were like, we got to get these guns, and I was like, we got to stop information.
Yeah,
like, that's
used to be
transition.
right. That's right. Great point, Kurt. When there used to be a shooting like this, everybody would scream for gun control. Turns out there's a lot of gun control in New York State, and so now they're screaming for censorship. Used to be when there was a gun nut, they would scream for gun laws.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. hey, let's not broadcast on social media a crazed individual that the cops probably took on a Burger King afterwards. Literally, actually fucking killing people in a grocery store. Okay, let's go.
Now they scream for censorship. And in America, there's a mass shooting every day. There's a mass shooting every day. Google, how many mass shootings have there been?
What? That Joe, saying that it came from another state, it's like saying to these fuckers, like, why does Chicago have so much gun crime if Illinois doesn't have strong gun laws? Where you can go across the border and get a gun for, like, just pennies and shit like that. No, they don't understand shit like that because it doesn't fit their narrative. And, like, this man literally is, oh, well, you know, gun laws are everywhere and mass shootings everywhere, so not say anything. East Chicago, fuck, there is literally in Riverdale that is right outside the city limits has been protested multiple times. A gun store that has been sold. Most of the guns, illegal guns in Chicago, came from this gun store, and they can't do shit because it's right outside of Chicago. But no, fuckers like this, and like you would think the son of a fucking cop would understand this, but he's a son of the cop that were bullshit cops that, you know, was like beating suspects and doing all kinds of crazy shit. So yeah, I see why he's fucked up. But let's hear from the admitted sexual harasser.
This year, 2022 in the United States. I don't know, 90? I'll guess 90. I'm going to guess 90. The white supremacist terrorist who killed at least 10 people at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, and live streamed it, Peyton Grendon, published a fascist manifesto.
So, what is killing me is that what the governor of New York is saying is like, hey, maybe we should have better moderation on these sites. Like, Jimmy, do you want to live through the eyes of the killer? Maybe that'll make your dick hard finally. Other than like being an admitted sexual harasser, and you can probably like live up to this whole idea of how tough you really think you are. Well, let's go.
Manifesto using the same black sun Nazi symbol used by Ukraine neo-Nazi Azov militia, which NATO is arming and training.
So, here, let's just deal with this. The black sun symbol that he used is the same symbol that a lot of fucking neo-Nazis use. Hey, Jimmy, you know that Boogaloo boy that you had on your show without vetting? The Boogaloo boys use the black sun symbol. It's something that they use. And I get you get money from RT, you got an award from Russia and Syria, and you have to fucking carry water for them. But they have units in their army that use it too. What are you gonna do about that, Jimmy? But you know, all his politics comes down to Democrats bad, US bad. Go Trump.
According to NPR, 198 mass shootings in 2022.
So I was low. I didn't even get half. 198 mass shootings have already happened in the United States just this year. That's roughly one every day, I'm pretty sure. How many days of the year are there so far? I bet that's more than one a day. Right? So we're 4.5 months in. 4 times 3, that's 120. Yeah, that's more than one mass shooting a day. So you can.
I'm sorry. When was this? Jimmy, you can't even fucking math right. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go.
every day you could say we need more censorship. And so what they're not telling you is that this guy is somehow has an affiliation or an alliance or an affection for the Nazis in Ukraine that we're currently funding.
Maybe the connection, it's just simply Nazi. I know Jimmy's not a brain trust, but maybe the connection is Nazi. And of course he's citing Russian propaganda. He got paid by him. But rip headphone user, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, and wait. Before anybody do anything, let him stay in this chat. Let him stay in this chat. Hey, DF, I don't fucking care. No. Leave him here. Let him stay. Let him stay. Let him stay. Let him stay. Because we're gonna let him stay as long as he's not doing too much. If he starts harassing you guys, let him stay. What we're gonna do is, what the fuck? Nobody. No. Let him stay, Joe. Let him stay. Because here's the thing. Fuckers like you need to understand something. The guy that literally ran over people in fucking Washington was a red pill motherfucker. He was still right wing. He was mad that his family was mad at him and his feelings was fucking hurt because nobody touched his pee-pee like he wanted to. That's still right wing, motherfuckers. That's still right wing. And I'm sorry. Your feelings are hurt by the fact that Joe Biden didn't go to Wisconsin. Oh. So the fuck what? You want to fucking cry about it? I drink your tears. Let's go.
Are we sure it's also, have we checked into if it maybe video games or heavy metal music caused this tragedy?
I'm going to think it's probably heavy metal music first, then video games for sure. Then it's free speech. Then it's Fox News.
Jimmy, Tucker Carlson gets on every day talking about how you're going to be replaced to your country. I have no idea. Wow. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So last year, this is by Michael Tracy. Last year, Time Magazine published an.
It was the one that I know that happened. Was, you said Washington or Wisconsin, whatever one. I know the one where the guy ran into the parade. That's I know that one. I know that one. Yeah, and like the shooter literally quoted, Fox News. He literally quoted Fox News. But then he said, no, they weren't involved in this because reasons. But let's go.
Article about Azov Battalion's unrivaled role in transnational white supremacist extremism networks. The Time magazine said this. And that the New Zealand mosque shooter, remember the New Zealand mosque shooter, displayed their Nazi-derived symbol. And so did the Buffalo shooter. Will there be any note of this?
Wow. So Dore, I almost called him Dore. So Jimmy, here's the thing: if several different Nazi groups or lone wolf Nazi people display a Nazi similar imagery, maybe it's because Nazis. Like the fuck, you don't get it, Jimmy. Oh my god. Like, does he realize that there are fucking Nazis in the Russian army? There were Nazis in this place. I don't know. It was called Germany, and it was Nazis everywhere. Jimmy. Should Russia invade Canada because there were Nazis in the trucker convoy? And like, fuck, Canada is near Russia. I like the fuck. Wait. Did you know the U.S. actually has some Russian land, and the U.S. has Nazis in it? It's called Alaska. Should the Russians invade Alaska? I mean, like, it's Alaska, but nobody wants to invade Alaska. Okay, fuck. Like, you don't get it. Like, oh my god. He is stumbling over himself to carry water, not just for Putin, but for his boy Tucker Carlson. But let's go.
No. The answer is no. In fact, and so he links to it, so let's just read it. On the ground floor is a shop called Militant Zone, which sells clothes and keychains with stylized swastikas and other neo-Nazi merchandise. But in the context of the white supremacist movement globally, Azov...
Wait. Now, we know Jimmy has never just cut things out of an article to make his shit sound better. Let's actually read this shit. And I'm going to turn the resolution up just a little bit in order for us to see this shit. I was already on 720. All right, so the main recruitment center now for Azov, known as a Kozak house, stands at the center of Kiosk, a 4-story brick building on loan from the Ukraine Defense Ministry. In the courtyard is a cinema and a boxing club. On the top floor hosts a lecture hall and library full of books and authors who support German fascism, like whatever that fucking dude name is, and whatever that fucking dude name is, or whose works were co-opted by Nazi propaganda, like whose works were co-opted by Nazi propaganda, like Nietzsche, who is not a fucking Nazi, and Ernst Just, which again is not one. On the ground, the floor, shop called the Militant Zone, which sells clothes and keychains with stylized swastikas and other neo-Nazi merchandise. It can be described as a small state within the state, says that person, the head of the international outreach for the Azov movement, on the tour of the Kozak House in 2019. Funny, the Christchurch shooter happened well before 2019. The fucking guy who killed all those people in fucking Switzerland happened before 2019, but reasons don't get in the way of a good narrative. The story told by the Azov mission was to form a coalition of far-right groups across the Western world, with ultimate aim of taking power throughout Europe. This may seem ironic from this hub of white nationalists to be situated in Ukraine. At one point in 2019, it was the only nation in the world apart from Israel. Oh, this motherfucker is disgusting as shit. Like, literally, it may seem ironic for this hub of white nationalists to be situated in Ukraine. At one point in 2019, it was the only nation in the world apart from Israel to have a Jewish president, a Jewish prime minister, far-right politicians, failed to win a single seat in parliament in the most recent election. This is why you don't trust shit coming out of Jimmy Dore's mouth or the shit that he reads.
Has no rivals on two important fronts. Its access to weapons and its recruiting power.
But it's in a country that has a Jewish prime minister and a Jewish president. And like, not to use those as shields. It is in a country that has the least amount of anti-Semitism. That has least and a lesser amount than the fucking country that's invading it. But you know, Azovs and shit like that. Like, right? Yeah, really.
He had spent time in Ukraine in 2015.
The following year, it became clear that those changes were not enough. The Christchurch shooter Moss attacker who live streamed the atrocity on Facebook had been radicalized for far-right material, largely on YouTube. According to the New Zealand government report, in December, he spent much time. He had spent time in Ukraine in 2005 and mentioned plans to move to the country permanently. We know that he was part of the. We know that when he was part of the world, he was making contact with far-right groups. In that part of the world, he was making contact with far-right groups. Funny, it doesn't just seem like he was in Ukraine. But he was responsible for New Zealand security intelligence.
This is the New Zealand. According to the New Zealand government, he had spent time in Ukraine in 2015 and mentioned plans to move to the country permanently. But during the attack, the shooter...
Like, he just doesn't skip a beat with how dishonest he's being. Oh my God, okay. Like, you literally don't get the part that he cuts out. He literally cuts out a part that says he met with groups all over the world in that area. But no, because reasons. Let's go.
Wore a flak jacket bearing a black sun, the symbol commonly used by the Azov battalion.
Wait a minute. So it wasn't PewDiePie who was responsible?
It's not PewDiePie. That's why. Very good guess, though. Why wouldn't it be PewDiePie?
That's what they all said. PewDiePie was responsible for that.
There's a lot of disinformation.
Source just trust me tweet, bro. Like, there's a lot of disinformation already about mass shooting in Buffalo. To be clear, he didn't have an Azov battalion symbol in his manifesto. It's the black sun, which is a common white supremacist symbol. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Already about the mass shooter in Buffalo, New York. To be clear, he didn't have an Azov battalion symbol. To be clear.
So wait a minute.
To be clear.
So the Azov battalion just really likes that common white supremacist symbol? Is that...
Yes, you dumb fuck! It's a Nazi symbol! Oh, okay. RP headphone users. Let's go.
Yeah,
that she's making?
Or that she's claiming he didn't have an Azov battalion symbol in his manifesto. It is a sonorad, a black sun, which is a common white supremacist symbol. Oh,
yeah.
Well, thanks for clearing that up.
Hey, Jimmy, go to your father's friends. I'm sorry, I can't. His father's probably dead. He probably died of fucking embarrassment from his dipshit son. Let's go.
I would have got the wrong idea. What in the F? So this is her trying to protect the Ukraine war. That's how crazy this tweet is, right? That's what she's trying. Don't you get this mass shooter smudge on the good people Nazis in Ukraine?
Battalion.
What? Is he equating all the people in Ukraine to Nazis? How? Okay.
That's what she's doing. That is nuts. And she's a PhD. Caroline Orbueno is officially a mental case. A pro-war, Nazi-defending white supremacist, equivalizing maniac. Way to go. 8,000 likes. So here's Aaron Mate. He retweets.
I know it's awkward, but if the Democrats are going to insist on using Russia, Ukraine as a proxy war against Russia, they're going to have to own the fact that they now. Oh God. Oh God. Like, this is another mouth cuckold for Putin. I mean, mouthpiece for Russia. Aaron Mate. Okay. What is Jimmy gonna say?
Her and says, I know it's awkward, but if Democrats are going to insist on using Ukraine for a proxy war against Russia, they're going to have to own the fact that they're allying with neo-Nazis like the Ukraine's Azov Battalion, which uses the same white supremacist symbol.
These are the same people that would go nuts about the OK hand sign being a secret Nazi symbol.
Yeah.
And also
And
milk.
yes.
Milk is from Nazis, but the black sun of the sun and whatever.
Okay, it just disgusts me. Like, I don't get it. Maybe you guys can actually tell me, where is Jimmy on the left? I don't get it. Jimmy is nowhere near on the left. He's so caught up on his Tucker Carlson. Like, he just played cover for Tucker Carlson for 9 fucking minutes. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God. Like, oh. Ah! And people thought he's on the left. I'm sorry. I don't. Okay. I'm done. I don't fucking get it. Like, Jimmy, dog. Like, how does the money that Tucker Carlson and his fans actually, how does it make you sleep at night? I hope it's making you sleep well at night in that $2 million mansion. And like, no shit. I don't care about your success, but you are selling yourself out for what you think is actually a fucking good dig. And I'm sorry. If you think Jimmy Dore is nothing more than a jag-off comedian, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, cause reasons, and hey Jimmy, here's your ideology thrown back at you. Well, people dying every day. What do you need? Medicare for all or forced to vote for? Because reasons. I'm done with this fucker. I'm done. Peter, do it for me.
Done.